All right, so in this lecture, I'm going to be quickly going over Google Search Console, what it is, what it's used for, and why it's so important to have Google Search Console and use it. All right, so Google Search Console, understanding where you rank in Google. All right, so what if I told you that Google could tell you the exact keywords that you rank for? Well, this is precisely why we use Google Search Console. Google Search Console is a Google tool. It's free for people that have a website. It is used for finding what keywords and queries that you rank for, or that specific website that's connected to the Google Search Console account ranks for. So instead of shooting in the dark and wondering, I wonder if I rank for this keyword, maybe I'll make a blog post about it, you can actually check Google Search Console and see what are the rankings surrounding that keyword or that query for this specific website. We can also use it for finding which pages rank for which keywords, viewing total impressions from Google users, viewing total clicks from Google users as well, finding average click-through rate, average query position, so the average keyword position that you rank, your website ranks for that keyword, and submitting sitemaps to Google. So that probably sounded really complicated if you've never heard of Google Search Console. Just think of Google Search Console as Google Analytics for Google.com. So Google Search Console gives you page views, which are kind of like impressions. So impressions and clicks and keywords in a Google search results page. So again, this will kind of clear up once we jump into Google Search Console and you're able to see what it looks like and everything. But before we do that, let's understand the lingo of Google Search Console. So a query is terms people are searching for in Google. So they're just keywords or key phrases, but they're specifically the queries that people are typing into Google. So for example, if there's someone looking for a photographer in Cincinnati, and they type in Cincinnati wedding photography, that's a query, Cincinnati wedding photography, that you could possibly rank for if you're a photographer in Cincinnati. So you'd want to check Google Search Console to see, do I rank for this keyword? If so, how many impressions, how many clicks, and what position am I in? And we'll go over those terms here in a second as well. Pages, a page on your website. It's very simple. And again, we'll go over all this in Google Search Console so you have a visual of it as well. A click is when someone clicks your link in a Google search. An impression is when someone views your link in a Google search. It's not necessarily a click. CTR is the percentage of impressions that resulted in a click. So click-through rate means, how many people are seeing your link and then clicking it, that percentage. Position is the actual position your website is on a query. So in Google Search Console, it's average position. So it's not, in that moment, you are specifically in position 3.2. It's average. Sometimes you may be in position 10. Sometimes you may be in position 1. And again, that may sound confusing. We're going to go over all of it very visually here in the next lecture. All right, so Google Search Console is used to track your website analytics in Google's search results pages only. So let's take a closer look at Google Search Console. I think that this lecture is going to be very hands-on, and you'll understand it by seeing how I use Google Search Console. So let's jump into that right now.